Hello, let's look at this question also. WASSCE November 2019 question 2. How many odd numbers of 4 or 5 digits be formed from the digits 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 with repetition? Okay, so we are forming the number from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. But here it is repetition. Alright, so the number should be odd, either odd of 4 or 5 figures. Okay, it can be 4 figures, it can be 5 figures. Alright, so first of all, we will look at if it is 4 figures, and then we will add to if it is 5 figures. So let's say if it is 4 figures, the number of 4 figures or 4 digits. Okay, and the number should be odd. If the number should be odd, then it means that the last number, okay, will determine, or the unit number will determine if the number is even or what, if the number is even or odd. Okay, so the last digit of the number will determine if the number is even or odd. So if the last digit end with 1, then the number will be odd. If it end with 3, then the number will also be odd. So we have two ways. Either the number is ending with 1 or 3. So with the unit digit, so if I say I form the number in 4, 1, 2, 3, if it is 4, something like this. This is odd because the last digit here is what? The last digit here is an odd number. So it makes the whole number odd. If the last digit is ending with 1, it also makes the whole number odd, to be odd. So that's what we are talking about. Alright. Okay. So there are two odd numbers here. And if you are forming the number, what is going to happen here is that you need that 4 digits. So let's look at the 4 digits. When you are starting forming a number and then we are starting, so when we are ending the number, the last 4 numbers, what will end there, it will be 2. So we have 2 ways because we have the odd number to be 1 and 3. So these are the 2 ways. Okay, we have 2 digits to select from. So the last digit of the 4th digit of the number, okay, will be, we have 2 ways to select from. Okay, so we leave the 3 digits, the one we are going to start with, but it is with repetition. So if it is repetition, and that means that when I pick, I also put it back. All right. Okay, so it means that with the first number that I'm going to pick, the number cannot start with 0. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 ways. Okay, that I'm going to pick. Times. Then when I pick the next number that I'm going to figure that I'm going to pick from here, I can pick any from any of them. The first digit cannot start with 0, but from the next digit we can involve the 0. Alright. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because it is with repetition. So the first digit I pick, I'll come and put it back. So I have 5 ways to pick the next number from. Then I can still put it back and I have 5 ways. And note that because the number will be odd. Okay, so the last unit digit here, we have 2 ways, either 1 or 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 digit number. So these are the number of ways. So let's multiply and know the answer. So 4 times 5 times 5 times 2. That will give us 200. So if it is 4 figures, alright. Then let's say 4 or 5. So if it is 5 digits or 5 figures, how many ways do I also have here? So note that it's odd. So the last digit will still be, we have 2, 1 and 3 to maintain our last digit for us. So that one, we put it down. Then we now come to look at the first digit that we can pick. Okay, take note, 0 cannot start. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 ways times this. We are forming 5 digits. Okay, so it should be 5. Then I'll come and put it back. So when I put it back, I have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 ways. Alright, so this is my second digit. The third digit, I'll still put it back. So 5 ways. the 4 digits 5 ways, and we know the last digit will be 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 4 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 2. The last digit reserved for either 1 or 3. Is that okay? So 4 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 2. That will give me 1,000. So I have 1,000 ways that we can form, okay, the digits from. So we can conclude that how many odd number of 4 digits can be formed from this. Therefore, the number of ways four or 5 digits can be formed from the given digits be equal to 200 plus 1,000, or so that would be 1,200 ways. All right, so 1,200 ways. So these are the number of ways that we can form, or we can form a number from the digits that are given. Is that okay? I believe you understand this. Let's look at another question. WASSCE June 2021 question 4. How many 3-digit numbers can be formed using the digits 2, 3, 5, 7, 8? 2, 3, 5, 7, 8. If the number is odd and no digit is repeated. So take note, no digit is to be repeated. Okay. So when we pick the digit, we won't bring it back again. And the number should be odd. So if the number should be odd, then it means that we have 3-digit number. It means the last number will determine whether the number is odd or even. So the last number can be 3, can be 5, can be 7. If these 3 are the last numbers, then it means that to make the number to be odd, the 3-digit number to be odd. So since it is without repetition, it means that we are not going to put the number back again. So in this type of question, that we are restricted to, the number should be odd and without repetition. We have to start from the last digit and then move on towards the middle digit and then the first digit. All right, so that we can get our answer. So with the last digit, I have 3 ways. Okay, I can pick either 3, 5, or 7. So either 3, 5, or 7. Okay, then if I pick it, I'll not come and put it back again. Okay, it is with no repetition. So it means that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 numbers are left to be picked from. So the 4 numbers I can pick from any of them, and then I will put it aside. And I have what? 1, 2, 3. 3 numbers will be left. So I have 3 times 4 times 3. So if you get a sort of question like this, then you have to what? Because it is odd and then it is without repetition, you have to start from that, the unit digits, and bring it to this side. If the question was with repetition, wherever you start from wouldn't affect the answer. Okay, let me finish this and then I will look at which repetition and you see how it is. So this should be 3 times 4 times 3, and that will give us 36. So 36 ways. Okay. If it was with repetition, as I said, wherever you start from may not matter because we put the number back. If it is with repetition, then if I'm forming 3-digit number, okay, then how many numbers do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my first number that I'll pick will be 3-digit 5. I have 5 ways. Then I will still put it back. The next one, I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5. Then the last one, because it is odd, okay, it is odd, then I am now restricted. Okay, so I'll put it back to still be the same number. Because it is odd, I have 1, 2, 3. So I have 3 options to pick from. So this is how it is going to be 5 times 5 times 3. That is with repetition. And with repetition, even if I am starting from here, it will still be the same thing. I have 3 options. That is 3, 5, 7. All right. Then I'll put it back. When I put it back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will still with 5. I'll put it back. I still have what 5 options to pick from. So if it is repetition, this would have been how it is going to be 5 times 5 times 3, and that would have been 75 ways. And this is with repetition. But if it is without repetition, then the number is either odd or even. You have to start from the unit digits to move to this side so that it can help you to answer the question well. I believe you get it. Okay, so I will see you again in our next lesson. Make sure to subscribe and then share, comment, like. Bye bye.